Hey, hello there, hi, it's Lena. I'm back for a build your own palette based on like a story time. We're gonna build a like Valentine's kind of themed palette. I'm gonna use the Metropolis as a base, so I need to I'm gonna tell a story of like how I found my soulmate, I guess. And like I don't know, like if you guys believe in that, like believe in, I don't know, I guess like the story is like fate. Like, do you guys believe in fate? And like, I don't know, I'm gonna take you guys on a journey, I guess. So I have to go back and speak about my previous relationship in order to get into this relationship. So I'm gonna get started. I'm just gonna go in. Like I'm going to take all of these out because I'm gonna do a Metropolis palette. Like I'm gonna build the palette in here so it's like larger. I hope I have enough of the type of shades that I want the palette to be. I hope I have enough of them in order to build it out. But okay, so flashback to I guess we could go with 17, I guess. I met my daughter's biological father, and we had a, like, I don't know, I mean, it was an okay relationship. It was like, I don't know, dramatic, and like, it was just too much. It was too much. And a tragedy happened. I'll tell a story time on that another time, but like, so the headline of that one will be, like he wasn't my boyfriend at the time because we were like on a break, but he was at my house when this happened. And his mom called, and I'm getting way off topic, but like, so anyway, I need a long story short that he ended up getting shot in my backyard, and the guilt of him like going through that and like the fear of like losing him like made me like rekindle the relationship, even though I knew that it wasn't the relationship for me. I just like went all in because I don't know, like was faced with like a permanent end to it when it wasn't like we were still on friends terms. Like he was still coming over, and yeah, so like it made us like closer, I guess. It brought us back closer or whatever. And he so we were together or whatever. I ended up getting pregnant. I'm gonna set this aside and start pulling like the type of colors I want in this palette. So I definitely want this red out of here. I possibly might want this little light shimmer, possible. And if I need to go and get any more out of there, I might. I think I might want this orange too. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, so I know I want a lot of this one, so we'll go there first. So where was I? oh, so I ended up getting pregnant or whatever, but like my pregnancy like was like me, I planned it, like I asked for it. I could do a story time on that too. Anyway, I like could build a palette and talk about it, whatever. So I wanted my daughter, like she was for me. And I'll get into that in that video or whatever. But so long story short, like I need to like break it down so it can get to the part, because like this part is only the lead up to the actual relationship. Like that relationship ended and I need to get to the other relationship. So, but I needed to tell this part in order for the other part to kind of make sense on where my head was at and stuff. So he really, what, like he was happy that I was pregnant or whatever, but like he wasn't in it. Like he wasn't like the other partner. Like he was happy, but it was like he was happy from like a distance. Like he distanced himself from the situation. Like he was living with me, and my mom and stepdad at the time were like, he needed to get a job and keep a job. And I was like in agreement, like, yes, he needs to get a job and keep the job. So we had like kind of like an ultimatum kind of thing, like you get the job and you keep the job. And I can admittedly say like it was half my fault that he lost it, because I was like also like, hey, just stay home or whatever, because he like missed a day or whatever, and you couldn't miss a day, I guess. And he like missed a day or whatever. And anyway, so he ended up getting fired or whatever, so he had to move, and he didn't have any family where we lived, so he had to move back to Chicago. And that was that. Like I was pretty much alone with my pregnancy or whatever. And my pregnancy was very like scary because of my like disability or whatever, and whatnot. So I was worried I wouldn't have enough paints. I really do. So I don't think anything from bronze will do, but yeah, no. So he was there and I was here or whatever, and he ended up, like, the whole plan was for like him to go there for a little bit, like let everything die down here, and then like him come back. He was supposed to like be there for like a short little minute and then come back and help me raise our daughter or whatever. And he went there and did something stupid and got himself in like trouble to where he couldn't just come back like we had planned. And so I was by myself, and I did it by myself. Like I went through my whole pregnancy with my mom. My mom was like a huge help to me. I'm so like grateful for that, because like it my mom, and like she was never really there for me in other ways in the past. So her being there for me, like there for me during my pregnancy, like I needed a like needed someone to hold me up kind of thing. Like, I needed that. And she was there and she did it. And I'm just like, will forever be thankful for that. Like, there's nothing I can say aside from thank you for that. Like, thank you. And I don't know if I might want Illusion. Yeah, it's got a pink shifty do. Okay, so like I was saying, my mom helped me through the pregnancy. Like, it was difficult and we made it out. We both made it out healthy and whatnot. I got put on a like BiPAP, like air machine. I think people call them CPAPs or whatever, BiPAP. Mine, it's like I don't know. It for me, it pushes the air in like forcefully, so that because I was getting headaches. I was getting really bad headaches. I was getting really bad headaches because I wasn't getting enough oxygen when I was sleeping or whatever, because I just wasn't breathing enough in. And so I got put on the air machine or whatever. There's like a point in saying that or whatever. I'm gonna get there, I promise. So I'm on the air machine now. I'm raising my daughter, and my little brother gets a new girlfriend, and she comes over and she's really cool or whatever, and we get along great. And yeah, that was that. Like, she became like an aunt to my daughter, like right off the bat. Just super cool with my baby or whatever, and I loved her for that, because like she helped me whenever I like stayed up late or couldn't get up in the morning. She would get up and get her and make her bottle and, you know, do all the stuff. So she was like very helpful, and I needed that because I was pretty much on my own at that point, like with her, aside from like my sister-in-law. She was my brother's girlfriend at the time, but she's actually my sister-in-law now. Anyway, so she had like told me she had a brother, and I was like, oh. And she had came over to our house with pictures, and I wish I had it, because it's like I just put it away, and where did I put it? Maybe I could get it. If I can get it out, I'm gonna edit it in. I will edit the photo in somewhere here. So weird. I'm weird for this, and I can admittedly say it was weird. So she had came over, and she had just got like her film developed, and she had all these pictures of like her like family and her, and she was showing them to me, and she showed me her brother, and I was like, oh my god, he is so cute. And I was like, he is like the cutest little white boy I've ever seen. And he was so cute to the point where I had wanted to, I need to put all these down, where I had wanted to show my friend how cute he was. So I weirdly asked her, I'm gonna put them in like little piles of color, like color families or whatever. I was like, oh my god, can I like, you, because you have two or whatever, she had doubles. I was like, can I keep this one? I want to show my friend like how cute he is or whatever. And she was like, sure. So I had this boy's picture, and I showed my friend and was like, oh my god, he's so cute, da 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 da. And nothing like, I didn't know him, I just had his picture, I just thought he was cute. And so fast forward a couple months, and I had gotten back with an ex-boyfriend that I had previously to like having my daughter. Like, okay, so remember how I said that like we were on a break? Like me and the biological were on a break when he had gotten shot. We were on a break because I was with the other guy that I'm speaking of now. I was kind of a I don't even know, what do you call it? I don't want to say hoe, but like, I don't know, I wasn't like sleeping with everybody, so like, I'm good on that, like, but anyway, so I had went back to like him or whatever, and unbeknownst to me, like I didn't know it at the time, but my sister-in-law's brother was really good friends with my boyfriend. And I had went over there to like visit him, and took the baby and whatever, and my boyfriend's mom had like, was watching the baby because it was like kind of cold outside, so I was just, I don't know why I said that, and it doesn't really matter, that doesn't really hold any weight, but anyway, so I was outside and hanging out with them or whatever, and I had like met the boy that was in the photo and whatnot, and I didn't tell him that I had a picture of him because that would be weird, but like there was like an attraction there, but like I had a boyfriend, so like I wasn't like acting on anything or anything. Okay, so there was like an inappropriate conversation, and like I had asked him like an inappropriate question, like I don't know, to me it was like flirty or whatever. I was like trying to be flirty, I guess. I don't know, it was weird way to flirt or whatever. And like, so I'm not gonna say the question because like it was inappropriate, and like I don't know, I feel weird like saying it online or whatever. But anyway, I had asked him like a very inappropriate question, and he asked me the same question back, like in reverse. And I got offended because it was inappropriate, so I shouldn't have asked him if I couldn't like accept getting like that reaction back towards me. I probably shouldn't have asked it towards him, but I did. And so I had like gotten mad or whatever, and I was like trying to like start beef, I guess, between him and my boyfriend or whatever. And I was like, did you hear what he just said to me or whatever? Not that I like as though I didn't just say it to him before that or whatever. And he was like, basically like, you're on your own kind of thing. And then that made me feel like weird about my boyfriend, because like, why aren't you like, even if I'm in the wrong, I feel like you should stand up for me when I'm like asking you to. But yeah, so that was like kind of weird or whatever. Anyway, so that was that. Like we all like kind of laughed it off after like 2 seconds of like it being like a thing, and then we just like laughed it off or whatever. But I was like, you know when you're like a little kid or whatever, and you like somebody, you like get mad because like you can't like have that person, or like so you like hit them, or like you're mean to them, or like, I don't know, it was very much like a schoolyard kind of reaction. So I was like, I don't know, I was doing the most. So anyway, I had left or whatever, and so it was like a lasting impression. Like, I met him on the porch and I said what I said, and like I was like, we didn't get along or whatever, but inside I knew, I was like, I really liked him. Like, even though I like had a boyfriend, I liked him. So fast forward like a month or two maybe, they came over randomly to help with, like, my sister was moving. That's what it was. My sister was moving, so my boyfriend came over to help, and he brought him with him. And there was more, like, not like flirty, but like just like looking, like I was looking at him like lustfully, I guess, and he was like doing the same. And we didn't act on it or anything, but something had happened like with my boyfriend, and we had like broken up. Like, I don't know how. I think he like did something stupid and like was like locked up or something. I don't know. I was messing with bad boys. I was messing with bad boys. It is what it is. And I know I want to put these reds in. I probably will do. Let me count out like what I want, and I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it without speaking about it. I know I want this as like my deepest shade. So we're going to put that there. That's automatically going there. So, and this is automatically my lightest shade. And that's going there. Okay. So, we ended up like breaking up. It wasn't like an official like breakup. Like, we weren't like, I'm mad at you, da 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 da. But like, he had like stopped coming over, and like we stopped, I don't know, we like stopped hanging out. So it was like, it felt like we were done or whatever. And so now it's like New Year's, and my sister-in-law called her family or for something or whatever, and I was like, oh my god, tell your brother to come over and hang out for New Year's or whatever, like tell him to come drink with me. And she told him or whatever that I said come drink with me or whatever, and he came, and we were just like hanging out. Everything was like good. Like, that was like our first like hanging out where it was like just me and him, and like could like talk kind of or whatever. So we were talking and hanging out for like, I don't know, hours or whatever. And I wanted him to spend the night and like hang out and like, you know, whatever. But my mom had came home, and she was so drunk. Like, she was lit. So she came home, and he had like helped her get in the house, and they put her in my bed, because her bed was like way in the back of the house. Like, her bedroom was way in the back of the house, and my bed was like so much closer. So I was just like, just throw her in there, because like they were like basically carrying her, because she was lit. She was 2 through. And so we're just like, let her sober up a little bit, and then we'll take her in her room later when I'm ready to go to bed. Then she can get put in her room or whatever. And so they so we're just still like just hanging out or whatever, and I was like, asked him, did he want to stay? And he was like, yeah, that's cool. Like, because we were drinking and I didn't want him to like have to like walk home or whatever drunk and like whatever. So I was just like, do you want to stay? And he was like, yeah, that's cool. I can stay or whatever. And so he was gonna stay, and it got around the time to like go to bed or whatever. Like I was drunk as hell too. And so we go, and he we go to move my mom from my bed to her bed so we can go in my bed. And we go in there and she peed. It's okay because at the time I had like a plastic mattress, like, because I still had like a hospital bed because of like the pregnancy or whatever. So I'd still, because my daughter was like only like, she was about to be a year old on the 16th, so she was like 11 months at the time. So I had just had her. Like she's not grown or anything yet. Not grown, but like older. She was a baby. And so I had a plastic mattress, so I wasn't like too perturbed that she peed, but I was just like, dang, like now I don't feel like comfortable with him like spending the night anymore, because like I'm not gonna sleep in my mom's bed with a boy. That just, I'm not that type of person. So like he kind of like put me to bed and then he left, and I was like, dang, like I really wanted to like, you know, cuddle and stuff. Anyway, so we were, after that night, we would talk on the phone like constantly. We were just like getting to know each other and whatnot. So on it was like January 7th, I believe, because that's the date that I think is our anniversary, because like I think that's the date that he asked me to like be his girlfriend and like he is like, if you weren't with, because okay, so like I had a boyfriend, but like my child's father is still in the picture, just like way in the back, like the whole time. He was locked up, so okay, I don't know where it cut off, but like I think I was like saying like they were all bad boys. Like, so like my child's father was locked up for the stupid shit that he did while I was pregnant and got himself in trouble. And so like he was still in trouble for that or whatever. And so I was still writing him, and like the plan was to be together when he got out or whatever. So this is such a large color story. I'm like just thinking I'm just gonna start randomly grabbing colors that I just know that I want in there, and that's just gonna be what I'm gonna do. And then we'll figure out the placement for said colors later. So the plan was always to like get, like for us to be together after he got out or whatever. So so when my soulmate asked me, did I want to be his girlfriend, I said yes. But I said yes with like a grain of salt, like, yes, but like whenever he gets out kind of like thing, then we'll have to be done or whatever. Like that was like, yeah, weird and not cool. So he, I'm trying to think of how to like, okay, so I said yes, and we were good. Like he would come over and spend the night all the time. We were just getting along great. My daughter had her first birthday party, and for her first birthday, and like I really wanted him to come, but he wasn't ready yet. He was like, I just don't know if I'm ready to meet your family and whatnot. So I like had to respect that. And so he didn't come to the party, but he came over after and like brought her like a little gift or whatever. And so like fast forward, now it's like February, and we've been together for about a month and some days. Yeah, because we got together on the 7th, so like we're together for a month and some days. And I was like, it was Valentine's Day, so like I wanted to get him something really nice for Valentine's Day. And so I went to the mall and got him, I think it was like Eddie Bauer or like Ralph Lauren cologne. I don't know, it was like $60. And this was back when like $60 was expensive to me, like super expensive. Like to me now, like, or back then, $60 was like the equivalent of like Tom Ford now. Like if I was to like buy him a cologne, it would be like Tom Ford now. But it was like that back then, like money wise. So did that or whatever, got him the cologne, and then he was supposed to come over and we were supposed to hang out for Valentine's Day. Like we were going to like, we were probably gonna get food because like he wasn't cooking, I wasn't cooking, we weren't that like good yet. Like we didn't know how to cook.
The bus rolled down.
Oh babe, I'm recording.
Okay.
So he so he was supposed to come over and we were supposed to like hang out, and I was like cool, like, and like I was so happy he was gonna come. We were gonna chill out and just like not cook, but like eat. I went to the store, I got like chocolate covered strawberries and like some like champagne drink. Like I got something to drink, a bottle of something, and I can't remember. I think I got like some kind of lingerie or something. I can't remember like exactly. It was so long ago, like 30 years ago. And so, okay, maybe 30 was a stretch, like 20 years ago. But yeah, so he went or he had called, and I was like, you know, whatever. And when he called, I don't know, he didn't sound like excited or happy, or like, I don't know, it was different. He felt different. So I was like, what's up? And he was like, what's up? And he, I don't know, it wasn't like inviting or whatever. And I was like, what time will you be here? And he was like, I'm not coming. And I was like, what? He was like, I'm not coming. And I was like, why? And he was like, I thought about it. Like, I've been thinking about this for a really long time. And I don't feel comfortable anymore with like continuing the relationship, because like I like you, and I feel like I'm just kind of like a rebound kind of thing, and like you're going to just get back with him. So I'm like kind of wasting my time like building this with you when you're just gonna like dip, like you're about to dip. And I was like, oh. And I couldn't say anything like no, like, because that was my plan, like that was how I was feeling or whatever. So I didn't fight it. I just was like, I couldn't do anything but respect what he was saying, like in his feelings. So like I agreed, like, okay, you're right, like, because at that exact moment, like at that exact moment, I wasn't ready to call it quits with the thought of my biological family being intact. Like, I'm okay, like I was okay with, how do I explain it without sounding, like I was okay with it being like a temporary thing and whatnot. But when it got like serious, I don't know, I kind of flaked out a little, because I was scared. Like I'm sure like everyone who has like a family with somebody wants that family to be like the family. Like, even though my biological, or my daughter's biological dad wasn't like good, it was like, it was still her biological, you know, like, so I was still trying to hold on to that because of biology, which is really stupid. And like I see it now, or I saw it, I even saw it then, like, so okay, anyway, so like we're talking or whatever, and I had already bought his gift. So for me, it didn't make sense to like not give it to him, because I bought it for him. And like, so I was just like, okay, well, you bring, and he had got me a gift or whatever. He said he got me one. So I was just like, we might as well still exchange our gifts. Like, even though we're choosing to like end this, doesn't negate the fact that we like cared about each other. And like I needed the closure of like getting my gift and giving him his gift and whatnot, and like basically seeing him, because I didn't want to not see him on Valentine's Day, because like he wasn't gonna come, like he wasn't gonna come at all. but I wanted him to come because I like wanted to see him. So I was just like come like just come and exchange your gift or whatever. So he did. He obliged. He came and he dropped off the gift or whatever, and it was like 2 dozen roses and chocolates and a card. And so I'm like crying because like I have these beautiful flowers in front of me, and like this guy who's been like really great to me, like, and really great to my daughter, and like just great all around. And I'm like thinking, like I'm looking at these flowers and I'm just thinking like what are you doing? Like you're about to let this person go because you want to keep like biology. Like I don't know, I just felt like it was wrong, but I still was like not convinced. But I then opened my card, and like the card from him, like it took a couple minutes for me to like stop crying, and like I opened it and I was like, oh my God, like he forgot, like we forgot to exchange cards. And I'm like calling like really fast because like I want him, like I wrote a really like good message inside of my card, and my card was very like thoughtful. Like when I went to go get it, like I read through, I want to say like 40 cards, like, and that I'm not exaggerating. Like I literally, my sister-in-law was like getting annoyed with me because I was just reading through cards. And I got to or I was like, I was like, he forgot his card. So I quick grabbed my phone to call him to get him back so he could come back and get this card. And I'm like on the phone telling him, you know, hey, come back and get this card or whatever. But as I'm on the phone, I'm still like reading, like looking at my card, like gonna like reread what I wrote or whatever. And I notice, wait, this is different. So I'm reading, and like it wasn't my card, it was his card. And we did exchange cards. We just got each other the exact same card. And like the way I felt like so overwhelmed with like everything, like it all hit me. And I was like, I initially called to be like, hey, come back and exchange the card. But it swiftly went to come back. I was just like, come back. I made a mistake. Like I can let it go. Like I'm gonna let it go. I'm letting it go. Just come back and be with me. Like I just want to be with you. And cause like I don't know, it felt cosmic. Like how can he go to a completely different store and get a card or whatever and come back and have it be the exact same card as I got for him. Like, it was like almost like we had the exact same type of feelings for each other. Like the as much as I cared for him was the same as he cared for me. And that just, I don't know, it just made me feel like loved in a way that I just needed to be. So yeah, he now I'm gonna make difficult decisions on which ones to put in here. I think this one, because we don't have anything that's like very cool leaning, I could put it here and here like that. And then lastly, I have these two spots, and I don't know. I'm still thinking. Okay, anyway, so back to the story. What does it need? I feel like this, and now look, no, I feel like, are you the one? I really wanted this one in there though. But that's kind of similar. Oh, I don't know. I feel like this. I don't know. I wish it was bigger. I want it a little bigger. But yeah, so we got each other the same card. Like, I have remnants from it because, like, since that initial, like we were kids. He was 18 and I was 19 going on 20 at the time. So we were childish, you know, we still had learning to do. So we got into a fight once and he ripped my cards up because he knew that that would hurt me, because this is like what like my reason for staying or whatever. But yeah, so I think this is part of, I don't think that's part of mine. Okay, so anyway, you can see right there, that's like it's the same card. And yeah, and yeah, so the reason why I love this card is this bottom part. It said, I can read it to you because I think I have enough pieces. Let me see. I'm gonna add in a pictures of the card that I took with it. Like, that's a different card. Like, with it together. I think this has to be it. But this is, okay, that's what I have to do. I have to read the top of his card and then the bottom of mine in order to get the sentence, because, yeah. Or this one fits that. I don't know. This might be, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Okay, anyway, I have it. It says, I know it's amazing, but I believe that I can actually feel you thinking of me when you're near. Every nerve of my being is aware of your presence. I wonder how you can make me feel warm and relaxed and comfortable, yet so short of breath all at the same time. And so for me, this card, for me, that part of the card, like the warm and comfortable and short of breath, I like wrote in my card that like I'm short of breath because I don't wear my air machine, like my BiPAP machine. I don't wear it when you come over, but I'm going to, like, basically that was like my way of saying like, hey, I have this thing that I have to wear, but I've been embarrassed to wear it in front of you, but I'm no longer going to be embarrassed anymore, and I'm going to wear it. And yeah, so like that was my point in saying about my air machine earlier was my point in saying it was that I could say that part. I'm gonna go with this. This would be another really good thing. I feel like that's really pretty, but I'm gonna go with, even though the heart wants that, I'm gonna go with this because I don't feel like there's much of this kind of corally color. And my initial one was going to have orange in it, but I didn't end up using any of the oranges. So, okay, that is the palette. I think it's pretty. I will swatch it out on my arm. I feel it's cool. You got some like neutrally shades, some shimmers. I kind of did like shimmer to matte. Like there's probably 14 shimmers and 14 mattes in here. The way I was lining them up was like just putting two mattes that look good together, or a matte and a shimmer together that look good. It's a cute little 6-pan right there. And yeah, I don't know. I will swatch this out in a moment and put my arm up. I'm not gonna film it. I'll do it not on film. But yeah, so that's why I believe that my soulmate is my soulmate, because of all the cosmic kind of things that happened, like her coming over with the picture, me having the picture for a good year, like about a year, maybe not a whole year, maybe like 8 months. Me having it for like 8 months before we started. She came in April. So April to December, whatever that is. I don't know. I can't add it up right now, but from April to December is the amount of time I had the picture. And I had it in my picture book, and every time I opened my picture book, there was like, he was part of my like my picture book, and I would constantly be in my picture book because like I just had a new baby, so I was adding photos and stuff constantly. So like I would see him all the time and just be like, oh my god, he's so cute. Like not like I manifested him because he was already a person, but like I don't know, me having the photo for that long and like liking him and stuff, just I don't know. And then meeting him, getting along with him, and we're still together. So like we just celebrated our 25th anniversary on the 7th. So yeah, I just feel like he is my soulmate, and we were just like meant to be together. And the card showed me. Like, I feel like if that card had been any other card in the world, like any other card, we wouldn't be together today, because I would have, as much as it pained me to let go, I would have let go, because holding on to something that you're not claiming yours, you're just holding on to it, would be selfish, and I wasn't like a selfish person, so I would have 100% respected him saying he wanted to let it go or whatever. So yeah, I feel like the card saved it, and that it was just written in the stars that we should be together. I just feel it was fated. So many different things could have happened. I could have told him to keep his stupid present, and like, because I was angry. Like, I wasn't like happy that he was not wanting to continue. I was pretty mad, but I wasn't mad at him. I was mad at the situation. Like, why couldn't he just be okay with the now? Why was he worried about the future and whatnot? So yeah, so many things could have happened, but this happened, and yeah, I'm happy. Thank you so much if you stuck through the whole story, and if you have a soulmate, or you have like even if it's like you didn't end up with that person, but like you felt called or like moved in, or had a weird cosmic thing. I don't know. I don't know words sometimes. But if you had anything similar, leave it in the comments down below, or just give me some purple heart emojis. And yeah, I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.